Good day to you, gentlemen.
Tell me, young lady, to what do we owe this pleasure?
You
Please
summoned
do be
me!
brief. We do not have very much time on our hands.
As rectors of this university, we have serious matters to attend to, and our time is precious.
I have
How
heard you wish
so?
to meet the owner
What,
of
you
the
planning
train
with
that
your
is
12
currently in
students
your
gonna eat
station.
tomorrow? I mean,
May I know the reason
you
for
don't
your
do
summons?
anything.
We are surprised that your train has not yet left, miss. The situation is most regrettable.
The rules do clearly state that trains are meant to come and go and not remain stationary at a platform.
Train should
How
first
is
stop, then
this
subsequently leave.
happening
That
so
is the
often that
rule.
it becomes a rule?
We agree then, dear colleagues, that what we're dealing with is deviant behavior.
This matter really is cause for concern.
It's a clockwork train, you see? So it needs winding up again. Unfortunately, there is no equipment in the station to do this.
A clockwork train? That's strange.
How very quaint. You mean it's some sort of mechanical toy?
Did he just
You
make
are
fun of my
causing a
train?
hindrance
I hope
to
he
us,
understands that
miss.
this is like a
I am
marvel
very
in
hopeful
technology.
that I
It
will
takes
find what I
absolutely
need
no
along
form
the
of
wall.
power that destroys the earth.
wall?
No fuel, no
Miss,
coal,
that
no nothing of
really
that.
is
No
not a
steam
suitable
engine.
place for you
Just
to
a
go.
simple wind-up thing.
Especially for a young
Seriously,
lady.
douche.
You see, miss, we freely admit that every day we praise the existence of that particular edifice. We owe the integrity of our dear
See, here, this is where a
university
bunch of
and
the
the
dialogue
fine
kind of makes no
education it
sense, because they're all like,
provides
stay
to
away
the
from the wall, you can't go to the
It
wall, and then they
protects us
always
from
tell us we
harm
have to keep
and
moving our
invasion
train.
from the unknown.
But the trains
May
are
God
one way.
protect us
I mean,
from
the
what is
track for the
beyond
train is
those
one way,
ramparts,
and it
miss.
goes straight
Please
past this
believe
wall that's supposed to be
I
protecting
don't have
them,
any
which it doesn't.
choice. I must continue my
It's just,
journey.
it's just
Such a
mind-boggling how
decision is
stupid
a
this is.
correct
There'd be
one,
different
since
stories
it's
you
in
could turn a
line
train
with
around, but you
regulations.
can't turn a train around
Thus,
without
your
the proper
train will
equipment.
indeed be able to leave.
This place does not have the
And
equipment, and the only way to
consequently
go
cease to obstruct
is to
our
keep going
station.
in the direction of the wall. So, yeah.
Some sailors have agreed to tow the train, but I don't have enough money to pay them. I was wondering if you could help me out. For a while. I could work for the money.
Please wait, miss. We have certain confibulations to attend to.
Oh, I'm looking up that word.
is
I don't
right.
trust
We
this
must
at all.
confibulate between ourselves. A collegiate decision must be taken.
I hope. that
Okay,
we're
I
not
couldn't find
indisposing you
confibulate in
any
the
way.
dictionary, so mine's kind of old, so it might not be in there, but
Why
I'm just going to let that go. But
If it helps us
caligulate,
get rid of that train,
pertaining to colleges
My
or
word,
college
that is a
students.
fine idea.
Colleagues or college students.
What do you have in mind,
What
gentlemen?
kind of crap is that? Just say we're going to have a decision.
When you arrive
Why use the
here,
retarded big
you
words?
must
It doesn't
have
make you
noticed
seem
a
smart, it makes you seem
splendid
retarded.
bandstand which honors the
Because
main
now you're just making me
university
look up
courtyard.
words that don't. That
a
it
unique
doesn't
piece of
progress the
mechanical
story. I don't
craftsmanship which no
retard.
longer works.
Retard.
Alas.
Why, yes, we have very moving memories of its melodies. We're prepared to offer you a financial reward if you can set it working again.
When it
With
comes to
pleasure.
showing you how we fix it, I'll tell you
What do I
again,
have
but it
to
makes
do?
me really, really
Unfortunately,
mad that I have
my
to
dear,
fix this at all.
Time and
You'll
rust
see it.
have taken their
You
toll
will
on this
see
university,
it.
and our automatons no longer have a spring in their step. You are going to have to be resourceful.
To tell you the truth, there are a number of complex mechanisms here in Barakstadt, and it would appear that we have unfortunately lost their operating instructions.
Your train, however, is an extremely ingenious invention, so you should be no stranger to complex mechanisms, should you? We are therefore counting on your ingenuity, miss.
I hope that I can show myself worthy of your faith in me, gentlemen.
Well, my dear colleagues, one more university matter nicely tied up.
First of all, no, it's not. Not even slightly, not even remotely.
That idea of the station
Second of
aviary
all,
is really
I
very
love
original.
how Miss Kate
It's
Walker
the pride
is
of
the
our
most
university.
polite person.
One of the
Oh, it's
specialties
so
taught
awesome.
here is
But
zoology.
the reason I love her is the way she talks to
and
Dan.
more
You'll see it.
particularly
It's beautiful. It's
ornithology.
wonderful.
Proper
Take
study
that,
and
you
instruction
douchebag.
should
He
not
really
be
is.
limited to books. Observation of living matter is indissociable from theoretical questions.
It contains some very rare specimens that have been brought back from faraway, exotic countries, especially for our university, by the world's most intrepid explorers.
Do you remember Alexander Valenbois and his peculiar bird?
Absolutely. His gift produced some very embarrassing long-term consequences.
A poison chalice indeed. It must be said the situation could have been much worse, however.
Oh, yes, it could have been terribly problematic.
Here we are, busy chatting, and look at the clock. It's tea time.
Already? My word, doesn't time fly by?
Thank you for a charming visit, miss.
And thank you, gentlemen.
I told you they didn't do anything. No one believes me, but they don't do nothing. That basically says we have to go find this berry to fend off the birds, to throw it over to the birds, to get the birds to walk away from the one thing, so we can crawl up that and grab the egg. So that basically just said that now you have to find out how to get this berry. This is talking about a certain fungus that hunters would use, like, indigenous people would use. And they'd eat this fungus, and it'd give them a lot better eyesight. Like, it'd fix their eyes for them, for at least temporarily. And that's just like a sub-puzzle that's gonna come down and, like, at the very end of this level.
Excuse me. Sir, please, just a moment.
Yes, what is it? I'm not deaf, you know.
I am sorry to disturb you in your work, sir, but...
This young Mammothus primigenius is barely 40,000 years old. Fantastic, wouldn't you say, miss?
Yes. Probably.
What do you mean, probably?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, you don't know, I see. What can I do for you, my dear child?
If I were to say Forest Sauvignon to you, what would you say?
Oh, let's see. Sauvignon. Sauvignon? I would say it's some kind of tropical shrub, don't you think?
We are talking about the same plant, then. It is a very rare shrub with small, juicy fruits. I found a book about the Amazon, and it says that there are even Sauvignon plants growing right here in Barrackstadt. You wouldn't know where, would you?
Amazon Sauvignon plants here? No. No, I don't think there are any. Highly implausible, but you should ask the station master. He is keeper of the greenhouse at our university, so he could tell you more than me.
Oh, thanks very much. To tell you the truth, I'm looking for Mr. Hans Vorarlberg. He's the sole heir of a very unusual factory. My company is in charge of negotiations for the takeover of this factory. At last word, he was living in Syberia. So, as soon as my train is ready, I'll be continuing my journey eastwards.
Syberia. Ah, Syberia. But what was it you said again?
Said what?
You mentioned a name. The person you are looking for.
Vorarlberg. Hans Vorarlberg. Do you know him?
Hans Vorarlberg. How could I forget him? Such an extraordinary fellow. So inventive. We shared a passion for mammoths, you know. and we bonded over this passion. Without it, I confess, I would have had little to do with an odd, ageless retard like Hans.
Whoa, dude, man, that is mean.
Well,
really
sort of.
mean.
Put it this way.
I made the
Hans
free
had special
retard help
permission to
joke.
attend
I mean, I made that, but I made it as a kind of a,
See, he didn't really have the
kind of like a
necessary
parody, not
qualifications.
parody. Oh.
In exchange, Hans did a
What
few
did I do?
odd jobs around.
Oh, I made it
basically.
basically saying that Miss
Hans
Walker was
Vorarlberg
abusing
sounds
this child's,
uncannily like the one I'm looking for.
naivety. Would that be it?
I'm not sure, my dear.
His
Hans
basically
was
his
above
good
all
nature
questions of
to
money and
get this
business.
work done for him. You know, this
Just
dirty
to
work and
imagine
heavy
the winning
lifting and stuff like
factor.
that.
Perish the thought.
And I did that as like
Can you tell
as
me
a
a little bit
joke,
more
but
about him?
that was straight up
He was
mean.
always a mystery to me. He never said very much, and never quite seemed to grasp what you said to him. He expressed himself instead through his incredible mechanical contraptions. His inventions, I admit, have been much appreciated by the university. The few times we really did talk, it was about his strange interest for mammoths and a doll. Some sort of doll that obsessed him.
A doll, you say?
Yes, he kept talking about it. One day he described it to me. A sort of children's toy. A miniature mammoth mounted by a mount. It appears he found it in a cave not far from his home. The event all sounds very dramatic. His account was slightly confused, but it awoke a great interest in me.
What do you mean?
To my knowledge, there is only one tribe who made figurines featuring a mouth, and that tribe is the Yukols. They live in the farthest reaches of Syberia, and for them, the dolls constituted a sacred object, illustrating one of their central legends. How such a doll made the journey from the frozen Siberian north to a cave in the French Alps is a mystery to me. Even today, it is beyond my comprehension.
Have you considered that Hans Vorarlberg was maybe making it up? You said yourself he didn't seem to have all his mental facilities intact.
No, that's impossible. Hans couldn't invent the story like that. The doll is a sacred part of the Syberia legend. He described it to me in exact detail. Syberia itself is a chimera that paleontologists of the world are very fond of pursuing.
I'll leave you in peace. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
Sorry? No, not at all, my dear child.
What do you want now?
Hello?
So, you got him then, this air?
Ah, it's you, Mr. Marson. Good day, and how are you, sir?
I'll feel a whole lot better when this whole business is over and the sales contract is signed. Where the hell are you?
I'm in Barrackstadt.
What? What in God's name are you doing there?
It's a magnificent university town. It would appear Hans Vorarlberg once passed by here several years ago.
So if he isn't there anymore, then there's no point hanging around.
I hear what you're saying, sir, but I have good reason to believe that Hans Vorarlberg is still alive. For the time being, I'm trying to gather extra information from people who have known him.
What's your next destination?
I'm not exactly sure yet.
Doesn't sound like you know too much, Kate.
I just need a bit of time, Mr. Marson.
Yeah, well, time is what you ain't got. Keep me posted.